be able to hear us too. So I'm going to mute us again. All right. We are live. What do you got in your hand there?
Es tiempo tequila.
Oh, tequila.
Pico de Mayo is coming. I gotta get in shape for that. How's quarantine doing?
Well, apparently I'm not as far, this is a little milder.
Got enough to do, apparently.
Oh, quarantine has been interesting. This is our venue now, right? We're our own venue.
Yeah.
And I've written 8 songs in quarantine already, which is ridiculous. I don't usually write that much.
I built a fence.
So what about you, Jeff? How's it been treating you?
Well, my last paid gig was February 28th. I missed the whole month of March, and since I do Irish music with my band, well, the month of March is kind of important for Irish music, if you know what I mean. So, sold out theater show, gone. Casino shows, gone. I'm kind of doing that permanent vacation thing.
We should write a song called Permanent Vacation. I love it.
If we wrote it, it'd be fun.
Yeah. Oh, it exists already? Of course it does. So we've got some people in here. Let's see if I can I'm going to jump on the feed here on my phone so I can see people's comments and stuff. But so far we've got Emily, we've got Ed Perry, we got Susan. Salud, he says.
Everybody's on. Share. Tell all your friends. Tune in.
Yeah. Share it.
It's about to go down. It's about to go down for real.
And we're on Facebook, but we're also on YouTube, and it's both under Jessica Lynne Music. So, right, I got to turn this down so we don't have echoes. Now I can see who else has jumped in. 20 other people watching. That's all we get? We can't see who those 20 people are? Well,
you're a small crowd, but you're mighty.
It's a mighty crowd. Well, it just jumped to 25, so look at that. Jeff, do you want to do the honors, start with some music, and get these people jumping on a Monday?
Let's kick it off. Piano solo. Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. Nice.
Yeah. And the
So,
crowd goes wild.
We do these side by side so that we have somebody that will at least, give some applause to the music, right? So the crowd goes
my
wild.
wife and her friend Lynne are sitting over here watching me.
Oh, you have a live studio audience.
I've got a live studio audience.
All I have is my dog. What do you think, Jon Snow? Was that good? All right. No, he's not impressed, Jeff. You got to do more to impress him. Come here, Jon Snow. Come over here. Come say hi to the people. Oh, you coming this way? Okay. Come on up.
I have a dog and it's not.
Come on up.
I'm my own dog.
Yes, there he is.
Oh, wow. Look at that dog.
He's a showstopper.
He's a showstopper.
He's like, where's my treat? No, don't have one. Go lay down. All right. Well, we started off with real Celtic. Oh, I'm sorry. Because of the latency, I keep talking over you.
I'm sorry. I'm talking over you, too. My bad.
We're just so excited.
Go ahead.
You started with something real Celtic, so I'm going to give you something real country. How about that?
Perfect.
Well, the story here begins with prom and beer and the general expectations. This roguish man has made him seem sincere with his romantic declarations. By the time she figured out the lie, he left her hanging high and dry. So she gonna head on down to the cut and curl, a brand new style to fit a brand new girl. Maybe if they make her over, she'll get over him. And a dippity-doo style will make him forget and think she hasn't tainted her reputation yet. Well, it's not too late for this girl, courtesy of the cut and curl. Well, as the story goes, she thought they'd take it slow, but my, was she mistaken? With his backseat antics in his GTO, more than just her heart was taken. She has to find another foe, and quick before she starts the show. She gonna head on down to the cut and curl, a brand new style to fit a brand new girl. Maybe if they make her roll, she'll get over him. And a dippity-doo style will make him forget and think she hasn't tainted her reputation yet. Well, it's not too late for this girl, courtesy of the cut and curl. Told her to take care of it, but she'll do it her own twisted way. He'll do unto others as he did to her, and find a gullible chump will stay. She gonna head on down to the cut and curl, a brand new style to fit a brand new girl. Maybe if they make her over, she'll get over him. And a dippity-doo style will make him forget and think she hasn't tainted her reputation yet. Well, it's not too late for this girl, courtesy of the cut and curl. It's the oldest story in the world, courtesy of cut and curl.
I wanted to sing along.
I know. With latency, it'd be more like echo, right?
Echo, echo.
Echo, echo, echo. All right, who's in the feed? Did anybody say anything we need to answer here? We just got a lot of people going awesome, awesome, and a lot of loves. And happy Monday, everybody. Ooh, we got Brooke Lazat in the house.
Brooke Lazat in the house.
Yeah.
Emily McIntosh, Feliz in the house too.
Yeah, there you go.
Stellar. So she was part of my Christmas show this year, and yeah, she just killed it. And you know, I was thinking since well, you know, the last run of theater shows I did was around Christmas time. I do a Celtic Christmas celebration, and there's one song that always brings the house down. So, and if I didn't tell you it was a Christmas song, you would never know. But this song's called "The Christmas Jig," and yeah, should we keep the music going, or should we laugh at ourselves? Yeah,
keep it going. We got more to
talk about. All right, here we go. Yeah. So this song's called "A Christmas Jig," and you can find it on my website, geoffreycastle.com, which is just like it is. Also, there's this tip jar, like over there. Try it out. Might be fun. Put your hands together, come on. Yeah.
Yes, that was awesome.
Thank you guys so much.
Woo! I can't believe you're not like completely out of breath after that.
I am loving watching the comments go by. I think I saw somebody say that I was the reason they started playing violin in the first place.
Yes, Alex Standish just said that.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Hey man, thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, that's so awesome. Jeff, what do you got going on? Do you have more streams coming up that you want to plug?
Well, actually, no. I'm taking care of so many other things. See, the thing is that my wife is an artist, right? And,
right. You guys
so,
are noticing the stuff in the background.
Yeah. So the thing behind me is one of her rubbings. She's actually a glass artist. This is a rubbing she made of a glass carving.
Wow.
Yeah. So if you want to see the stuff like up close and in person and kind of like detailed and stuff, go to her website, shannoncastleart.com. And here's the thing. I mean, now's a perfect time for artists because they always like hide out and they work alone and they work at home. And so like basically nothing has changed for her at all, except that I'm around to help her out more.
Oh, well, that's nice. Is that the way she sees it too?
I'm not sure. But she did bring me that bottle of tequila right before we went on. So
okay.
She must love me.
There's love. There's definitely love right there. Love and tequila.
How are things changed?
So
How
cool.
are things for you? How are you doing?
I'm doing good. See, that's the thing. I feel like I'm busier than I've ever been. Just with all this, I'm already I'm still doing the stuff that I was normally doing. I have a single coming out on May 9th called Crazy on the Outside.
Nice.
Okay. But then I feel like all this extra streaming stuff got thrown on top of us, and then I started writing a whole bunch, and all of a sudden it's like I wake up and I'm like, what day is it?
Well, I can totally relate to the "what day is it" part.
Uh-huh.
But I mean, I spent my entire adult life playing music for people, like in person. I'm a show dog, really. I love playing music live in theaters and bars, and I actually started off my career playing on the street in New York City.
Really?
Believe it or not. So what we're doing right now with the tip jar, that's where I started. I'm just right back where I started, except it's like the street corner is potentially the entire world.
Yes.
It's just the entire world's got to tune in and figure out how to put a tip in the jar.
That's awesome.
But it's pretty crazy.
And speaking of that tip jar, it's on the screen right here, over there. And we also have it. You got it. We also have it. I was going to put this one up. There we go. Brooke said something. We also have it in the comment stream, and then it's my PayPal, but I'll share with you, Jeff. I'll share it with you. So yeah, I mean, that's what I keep saying is this is the way that we make our money right now, is pop it in the tip jar. And if you are also struggling, don't worry about it. Just share, because then more people will hear the music.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. It's like when I was a street musician in New York. Okay, I was a street musician, but I was still giving money to other street musicians.
Yeah.
What I would do is you always have a quarter. Yeah. And you think about like a street in New York City. If every single person who walked by just threw a quarter in your jar.
Yeah.
Well,
I saw that you've seen that at the airport.
I'd be the one in Trump Tower instead of the president. Like if everybody threw a quarter in there, I'd be set.
I'd be a millionaire.
I'd be a millionaire. But, yeah, that's a lot of quarters though. They're heavy, man.
Oh man, I'd carry them around if it was $1
million in quarters.
Heck yeah, I'd do it.
I think that'd bust the shocks of my car, I think.
Well, maybe we can find somewhere else to I don't think there's room in the mattress to stuff them there either. So
you don't want to sleep on $1 million in quarters. It'd be kind of uncomfortable, I think.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, it's I think it's about time to hear you do a song.
All right, sure.
You got a million really good ones. I still remember that showcase you did at Arts Northwest. Just blew me away.
Oh, well, thank you. Right, Arts Northwest. That's a while ago. Yeah. I applied this year again to see if we can. So we do these showcases in front of people who will buy the music, who actually put on the shows in the concerts halls, and I spent all winter doing the same thing for the fairs and festivals, and yeah, we would run into each other at some of those things, and
it's always great to run into you.
Always recognize the dude with the hat, right? So yeah, well, and thank you. That's been a while. I miss being on a real stage. That's really hitting me, right? But for now, here's the acoustic versions of everything. So I'm going to do Rebel.
Rebel.
Oh, it's me. There we go. It's been a long week and the devil's knocking at my door. Tried to ignore it, but temptation's coming back for more. I've been a good girl, following the rules for way too long. I can't deny it, Lord, I feel a rebel coming on. Keep me sane, keep me level. Gonna have to watch this girl go ramble. Now be coming on strong. Might be crazy, might be senseless. This is what you give me, I get restless. Somebody help me, please. I feel a rebel coming on. Last time I swore it'd be the the last time I'll be cutting loose. Come Sunday morning, I'll be back in my confession booth. I'll be the black sheep, and I don't have the strength to prove them wrong. No. Oh, heaven, give me strength. I feel a rebel coming on. Oh, 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 keep me sane, keep me level. Gonna have to watch this girl go rebel. And I'll be coming on strong. Might be crazy, might be senseless. This is what you get, I get restless. Somebody help me, please. I feel rebel coming on. Keep me sane, keep me level. Gonna have to watch this girl go rebel. And I'll be coming on strong. Might be crazy, might be senseless. This is what you get, I get restless. Somebody help me, please. I feel a rebel coming on.
That's awesome.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
We've got some more people with some more comments here. We also have some people on YouTube watching. This is great. I only just started watching or promoting it on YouTube, and so there's some YouTubers. So yay!
I couldn't remember my YouTube password, or I would have.
You would have been there too, watching yourself.
It's hilarious.
We've got Margaret says, I used to see Geoffrey at Wild Rover.
Yeah.
Expo shows and also something about the Yuletide bus last year. Yeah. And then on YouTube, Tim says, I met Jessica at a friend's birthday party a few years ago. Super nice to talk to, answer all my questions about the business side of music. Yes, we had some nice conversations after that, Tim, didn't we? So
This
very,
is
very
awesome.
cool.
There's so much love out there. This is great.
Is.
Yeah.
One thing that can be really, that I love about this kind of format, and I don't want to say goodbye to it, like I want to keep it, is that we really get to actually their comments, and we can it's not real time, but it's almost, so it's like we can really interact with each other, right?
Well, that's the thing about playing in a theater setting. You know, I mean, you've got a big audience, but you can't see them because you've got lights in your face. They're just a dark blob in front of you, and they can't talk to you. They can't ask you questions. You know, I mean, here's the thing: if you guys are out there and able to comment, and you want to ask us questions, that might be fun. I mean, you know, questions lead to songs, and songs lead to questions, and you never know.
Exactly.
That would be kind of fun.
Bring on the requests and the questions. I probably will not be playing any of Geoffrey's songs, but other than that.
Man, I wish we could jam together. There's technical issues with latency where she plays and I hear it about 2 seconds later.
Yeah.
That could get messy.
Yeah. If only it could be consistent enough that it could be, you'd be on every other beat and then you'd know it was good, but no.
My brains are scrambled just thinking about it.
I know. So we'll have to, be okay with just hanging out together like this and passing the torch, so to speak. So Jeff, what do you got for us now?
Well, I'm not sure. Let me see what I got here. All right. Well, let's do a little Galway Girl. Why not?
All right.
Kind of country. Took a stroll down the old Armwall the day I met a little girl and she started to talk. on a fine soft day. And I ask you, friend, what's a man to do if her hair was black and her eyes were blue? And I knew right then I'd be taking a whirl down the Salt Hill Prom with the Galt Lake girl. We're halfway there when the rain came down on a day. She asked me up to her flat downtown on a fine soft day. And I asked you, friend, what's a man to do if her hair was black and her eyes were blue? And I took her hand and I gave it a twirl, and I lost my heart to a Galway girl. When I woke up, I was all alone, with a broken heart and a ticket home. And I asked you now, what's a man to do if her hair was black and her eyes were blue? You know, I'm traveling around, I've been all over this world. I ain't never seen nothing like a Galway girl. That's right.
Woo! There you go. That was awesome. It's a little bit delayed when I have to push buttons and stuff.
Thank you so
Geoffrey,
much.
there was a question for you in here.
There's a question for me.
There.
What's the question? What's the question?
Geoffrey, are you guys planning on doing another long live rock when live music opens up? Love that show, says Susan.
Oh, long live rock. Yeah.
Long live rock.
Yeah. Long live rock. Well, you know, the executive director of the Kirkland Performance Center is also the drummer for Cream Tangerine, and so we had an idea for a band where basically we would do nothing but the songs that bands do as their encore, like the song that you're waiting for all night long at that arena show, and then the band goes off and everybody stays and yells real loud, and then they come back and play that song. So we decided to make an entire show of nothing but that song by every like big famous whatever arena rock band we could think of. Awesome. And yeah, so I mean it's like we kind of like, you know, start with Bohemian Rhapsody and take it from there. It's seriously, yeah. I mean, Freebird, you got it. Stairway to Heaven, no problem. Yeah, you don't even have to yell Freebird. We're going to do it, you know.
Yeah. Ray, did you hear that? You don't have to yell Freebird.
Freebird. But yeah, but yeah, you know, what's great about it is we all come together and we do the show for free to raise money for the Kirkland Performance Center, because we have always believed in trying to keep music alive in our community and keep venues like the Kirkland Performance Center and all these other venues alive, because even before all of this happened, they were starving and they were hungry and they were trying to stay in business. Being in the arts has never, ever, ever been easy. And now it's nearly impossible. And if you run a live music venue or if you run a theater, you've been dark now with no warning, no ability to prepare for a couple months, and there's no end in sight. And so here's the thing, you know, I have a feeling hedge fund managers are going to do just fine. But,
yeah,
you know, your local theater, your local movie theater, your local bar that has live music, they need your support. They're going to need you to come out and drink a whole lot of whiskey when this is over, because we all need a place to play.
Enter my drink, I guess.
Or wine. Okay.
I didn't.
Tequila.
I think Ray thought I needed something with your tequila. So cheers.
Cheers.
Hey, was that bottle full when we started?
I'm not telling.
Not telling. And you know, I completely agree. There's so many people behind the scenes that are suffering from us not being able to gather in larger crowds. Not just the venues, but the booking agents and the people and they have no way of, like, I can sit here and put my tip jar out there and go, please, but they have no way of getting the money back. So I mean, we all lost a lot of gigs.
It's not like they're going to make twice as many days in the year next year.
Well, let's hope that they figure out a way to do that. But let's find a cure for COVID-19 first, shall we?
That would be nice.
Wouldn't that be nice?
I mean, that would be awesome. You know, but it's like, here's the thing: for every star that's out on stage performing, there are dozens and dozens of people who are in supporting roles, and they're all making their living supporting the artist.
Oh yeah.
You know, and you know, the audience doesn't even see them. You know, the guy mixing the audio, the guy running the light show, the stage managers and the backstage crew, and on and on and on and on, and they're all out of work. They all of us got dropped off a cliff in March without warning, without a parachute.
My production manager, Austin, he's in stage and lighting, and he says, well, here's just to hoping I have a business when I get back, because we're just not set up to being closed for that long. Like, we're just
it's not part of the business model, you know.
Yeah, and that's where I'm happy we at least have an outlet. Absolutely. We can be the front people for this, which is also partly why I do a showcase for my booking agent. And I've been trying to get artists together to do this so that we can benefit from each other. And like, that's the kind of collaboration that we can do right now. It's just figuring out the technical.
It's basically, I mean, for me, I'm an old dog, you know, and this is a new trick. I mean, I'm figuring this out, you know.
You're doing good. Isn't he doing good, you guys? It's awesome. It sounds great.
This is all Jessica's fault. I never could have figured this out. She dragged me kicking and screaming, but
I sure did. I was like, Geoffrey, get your butt over here.
Hey, why don't you play another song for everybody? Because you have so many great songs. I mean, I could just sit here and listen to you all night.
Aw. Well, I'm going to play my new single coming out on May 9th. It's already on radio right now. And if you want to pre-save it, you can. Paige is going to put the link in all the comments and stuff. So she wears a crazy, hang on. I keep forgetting that part. She wears a crazy on the outside, and now it's there for all to see. Almost enough to make you tongue-tied. Aren't you glad you said crazy on the outside. Oh, I'm glad it ain't me. Oh, spending quality time, never crossing a line, and you still feeling kind to walk on eggshells, always going in blind. When she says she don't mind, did that buy me she's fine? You never can tell, she's passively aggressive, picking at you, making your life living hell. She wears her crazy on the outside, and now it's there for all to see, almost enough to make you tongue-tied. Aren't you glad you set her free? Yeah. Now I couldn't tell she seemed normal at first, but now you've seen it, aren't you relieved? She wears her crazy on the outside. Oh, I'm glad it ain't me. Oh, your identity waves like a runaway train. You need somebody sane to put your trust in. Never mind what you say when you're wrong either way. If you're always to blame, you never can. When she used to keep the worst of it all on the, but now she's done keeping it in. She wears her crazy on the outside, and now it's there for all to see, almost enough to make you tongue-tied. Aren't you glad you set her free? Yeah. Now I couldn't tell she seemed normal at first, but now you've seen it, aren't you relieved? She wears her crazy on the outside. Oh, I'm glad it ain't me. Yeah. You used to think that you had it all figured out, but you turn your life upside down and around. She wears her crazy on the outside, and now it's there for all to see, almost enough to make you tongue-tied. Aren't you glad you set her free? Yeah. Now I couldn't tell she seemed normal at first, but now you've seen it, aren't you relieved? She wears her crazy on the outside. Oh, I'm glad it ain't me. Oh, thank God it ain't me. Aren't you glad it ain't me?
Hey!
There we go.
Brother!
We had a request for some blues from Emily. And Emily was going, love your song. Thank you, Emily. I don't actually really know any blues. So, but maybe that's
I got
something to
this.
add to my repertoire. And that was my question. Do you?
I got this.
He's got this. Okay, here you go, Emily. Here's some blues.
Yeah. Yeah. Rumors go round that does down about a shack outside the grave. You know what I'm talking about? Just let me know if you want to go to that home out on the range. Got a lot of nice girls. Hey! Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. Have mercy. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. When you got the time and you got the mind. but I might be mistaken. How y'all doing? Come on, let's do that. Hey. I'm not gonna play the movie. Yeah. Back at you, Jessica. That's my big fade out ending. My big fade out ending. Live from my living room.
I love it. Woo! Oh, I'm glad I handed that one off.
You know, thank you guys so much. That's why I wear a cowboy hat.
Heck yeah. So, as I was sitting here in the background rocking out, my dog decided to bark really loudly. So I was trying to like usher him out. But it's the beauty of playing from home. I mean, you guys get it all, the dog, the husband, like all of the stuff. So that's just the way it is, right?
It is just the way it is.
All right, I'm going to bring it down a little bit.
Yeah.
We got like 10 minutes left. So at least a song more each, or I'm going to do one and then you get to do one and then I think we're good. Yeah.
That sounds great.
So think about the grand finale.
Grand finale.
This is a song that I wrote in quarantine. And I just had a quarantine concert that I put on that was specifically for like my paying fan club. And I'm going to put those songs live one by one, but this is one of them. And it's called It Made Me Me. And it's really about all the stuff in our lives that we look at and we're like, I would regret this or I would have been without it, but it made me who I am. So that's kind of the topic. I've been lost and I've been found. I've had both feet on the ground. And sometimes I feel I'm floundering and selfish. I've had lows and I've had highs. I've been left wondering why. Had my share of heartaches, crying, feeling helpless. Sometimes I wish I could change it. Wish I could turn back the time. Made me who I am. Made me wild and free. Now I understand. It made me me. There are times when I stand tall, at times I know nothing at all. Yeah, this roller coaster's always got me spinning. I've had just about to give in, and I think that I can't swim. I'll be standing at the finish line grinning. Sometimes I wish I could save it, freeze a moment in time, but it made me who I am. It made me wild and free. Now I understand. It made me me. Made me me. There's no way I can lose it. The good, the bad, it's all mine. It made me who I am. Made me wild and free. Now I understand. It made me me. Made me me. There we go.
Hey, I was just watching the comments go by. Everybody loves this song. Everybody loves that song. I mean, here's what you get from artists. Artists lose all their income and are stuck inside and cannot play for anyone, and they write songs like that. That's why they're artists, and that's why you need artists, and that's why artists should be supported. And that's why there's a tip jar on your screen. And there it is. Yeah.
There you
It's
go.
like right
Such a subtle little segment.
there, right there. So yeah, put your money in the jar and help support Jessica so she can write songs like that, because that's freaking amazing.
Thank
That
you.
was so cool.
Thank you. I'm hoping that we'll make it on my next full recording project, which is already. Now I'm trying to pick what songs not to record. I was like, I don't have enough for a next recording, but then 8 songs later in quarantine, I'm like, all right, I got plenty. so now it's not a matter of picking.
Double album.
Double album. Ooh, I love it. Back to like the Guns N' Roses part 1 and part 2, right? I forgot what it was called. Oh my God. Thank you, everybody. You guys are saying beautiful song. That's awesome. You had a request for the last one from Dustin Miller.
Oh yeah, everybody wants me to play Freebird, but it ain't gonna happen.
It's not happening, you guys.
No, you got to wait for COVID to be over so we can do a long-live rock show, and then you'll hear me do Freebird. It'll happen then, and with 8 other people on stage, because that's what it takes. And But it's funny. It's like I used to live in this neighborhood on the Upper West Side of Manhattan, and yeah, it wasn't on the tourist maps. It was I found out like right about the time I moved away. I found out that the police department had my neighborhood outlined in red.
Because of you, or
yeah, well, I think they invented crack on my block.
Oh my God!
But yeah, but no, it was kind of awesome though, because it was like it was the last stop on the A train, all the way as far north as you could get in Manhattan without being in the Bronx, and half the neighborhood was Irish, and half the neighborhood was from the Dominican Republic.
Okay.
So you could get a pint of Guinness.
Street, right?
You get a pint of Guinness and rice and beans on the same block, right?
Yeah.
And so I love mashing up sort of rock and blues and salsa and Irish music, and so I came up with this arrangement when I did my Celtic Night CD, which I released in 2017. I invited a salsa rhythm section to play on an Irish record.
There you go.
So you ready to hear what happened?
Bring it on, man. Bring it on.
All right. So this is kind of my grand finale tune, and it's been such a great pleasure playing with you, Jessica, and being online. And it's so great watching these comments go by. And I get the feeling we're going to be doing this again, and I hope it's soon. This is a song called Uptown Maggie. Yeah. Yeah, this is my buddy Julio Wallaby from Mexico City. I don't know if he's listening out there or if any of my friends are listening, but if you can salsa dance, now's your chance. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Woo! Encore!
I think all my neighbors just came out of their houses. Like,
Yeah, I bet they did.
like, what was that?
Oh my God, that was amazing. I love it. We had people going, make it scream, Geoffrey. That's awesome. Yeah. So yeah, I mean,
What I do.
Jeff, I agree. Let's do this again sometime because this was so fun. And,
Oh, it's a blast. Yeah.
And maybe sometime we can do it on a real stage because, you know, that's even more fun.
Great. But actually, you know what? This is pretty crazily good.
This is really fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
This could be like the special thing that we do. It's awesome. There was a question earlier that I just wanted to make sure I punch is someone had seen you at the Christmas show. You're very famous for this Christmas show that you put on every year. What other kinds of shows do you put on that they can like throughout the year that they can catch you at?
I do about 200 shows a year in normal years. There's a good chance
they can find you. Yeah.
And basically the thing to do is to do what I do, which is go to my website. That's how I find out where I'm supposed to be today. I go to my website and my calendar's on there and every place I'm playing is on there. And right now I've got it set for like 30 days from now, everything's canceled. And it just kind of rolls forward. And then the second everything's not canceled anymore, I'll let everybody know. And then we can all come out of our mole holes and step out into the light, squinting and kind of like look, the sun, oh my goodness, the sun. And it'll be fun. But I want everybody to do that safely. I want everybody to be safe. I want everybody to take this seriously, because it's for real. My parents live in New York City. My sister lives in Italy. This isn't a right-wing, left-wing thing. This is an entire world thing. And the virus really doesn't care. It doesn't care what you believe at all. It's, you know, so take precautions, have fun, and be safe out there so I can see you again the next time we get to have a show someplace.
Exactly. And I want to thank everybody who came in and watched this show. I know we were banking on both pools to come in and we could. So now some of you guys that have been following me, you are now big fans of Geoffrey Castle. And hopefully I stole a couple of your people too. And I got a request from Warning Label. We're kind of out of time right now. So look up Warning Label.
We'll do that on the next one.
I'll do that on the next one. And then I wanted to mention that I started in the side of all this thing that we have going on. I started 2 online things. So one is Caffeine and Country every Saturday at 11 a.m. PST. So that's Pacific time. I put on, a hat and whatever, pajamas and my coffee cup, and I sing some songs for you guys and you can request. So I will absolutely sing that next Saturday. And it's at Jessica Lynne Music on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube. And so that's where you guys can find me for now. I also have a release party on May 9th. We're going to be playing the whole band. We're going to break the damn quarantine. Don't tell anyone. And then we're going to play a show for you guys and we're going to stream it. So we have those VIP tickets up right now as well. So I wanted to punch those little things in there. And Geoffrey, we're going to do this again because this is
I hope so.
And I love your energy.
Oh, I love your energy too. And you know, I mean, thank you so much for setting all this up, all this technology and the you know, the tip jar thing, you know, and just being so cool, you know. And yeah, no, I mean, all of this stuff is like, it takes coordination and doing, and you know, you really pulled it off. So I just like, hats off to Jessica, Lynne, and I just want to thank everybody for tuning in, and we'll see you again next time. And don't be late.
Thank you guys. Bye. Wash your hands.